for the Americas event just next month too.
Indeed, indeed. So we just got a few formational changes on this second live stream game.
Just to jump in there, it's interesting to see how many different formations we have. Like, is that like a 4-4-2/4-3-3 on the
Which
bottom
one are you
for
looking at?
PSG? That's O'Neill versus Tiamat, whereas we have a definite 4-3-3,
4-2-2-2, isn't it? Really,
and a 4-5-1, and a deeper 4-3-3, and then we have an offset. So now I'm talking about the.
See, that's very interesting to see that offset 4-3-3 with a spine down the middle and then one player to the right, as if, I mean, I'm guessing he's going to try and overload down that right flank, but then
he's leaving a lot of space on his left flank.
Again, and obviously Mestre can see that.
Yep.
So he knows that if he wants to attack, he's probably better off going down that right flank. So obviously down his left flank with Mané and Ings pushing across to the left-hand side. So it's interesting to see how he's not noticed that and changed it. I mean, like I said, he's obviously going to use that right-hand side and hope that he gets himself out of jail on the left-hand side.
I think it'd be good to kind of see how that plays out in terms of, obviously, we've already spoke about players put the hours in and they learn their system, what works for them. So they will obviously stick to their system. But a good player will be able to keep...
He'll be able to also drag two players across, for example, if he needs help on that left side, if he's, over-expelled on the right-hand side. So, I mean, they do have so many different tactics and they can tweak their gameplay based on what's happening. It's
Or on the flip side, as opposed to dragging players across to cover, Felipe Mestre could be going, okay, well, I'm playing 4-3-3, very even across the pitch, but actually, maybe what I really want to do is get the ball to Salah's side of the pitch. Obviously, Salah doesn't have that huge pace advantage that he has in real life because, as we mentioned earlier on, all of the teams have stat balancing, but perhaps Mestre is thinking, okay, I'm going to stick with my formation, but I need to be getting the ball out there because that's where the space is. And as we've mentioned that, Karage has obviously evened things up now. It's still a little bit offset, but not to the level it was just a minute ago.
Do you think some of these players might be realising, and it might take them... I mean, have these guys been practising playing with teams that have the same stats across the board? Because obviously the offline events, they'll have their normal standard teams, won't they?
Yeah.
So will that be a big difference for them, do you think? Because potentially you could be playing with Liverpool, for example, knowing that Mane and Salah have got so much pace, but they potentially might not have as much in this setup?
No, the PES League mode, and that's one thing that they do have the benefit here, is that using the PES League mode online, which has been added to PES 2018, well, added to PES for the first time in PES 2018, so they will have that sort of stat balancing impact. They will be able to get up to speed using that previously. So, they won't be coming into this blind, so to speak, so they will have experience of that. But I think that will probably still be something, because none of them will have played an offline event with stat balancing before. This will be an entirely new experience. This has never been done before. We've had online events using stat balancing, and we've had offline events, but the two have never been combined as they are in this tournament.
Indeed, it'd be interesting to see how they play out, as we are just seconds away, probably, I would imagine now, from the second game on the live stream. Are we going to see, because it tends to be so far, we're getting a lot of goals. Is there a reason for that? Are they just attacking players? As you've probably not seen on the screen, Graham's just thrown water all over himself.
He splashed.
If you could see him, it's mightily embarrassing.
It's not that bad, but
it looks like he's... No, I won't go there. But yeah, back to the original question. Obviously, we tend to see a lot of goals in these regionals and world finals. Is there a reason for that? Do these players just practice, more attacking play than defensive play? Do you think?
Yeah, definitely. And it's hugely attack is the best form of defense. Most players. It's not a case of we want to score one more than you, it's we want to score 6 more than you. And that's the way that these players play. Because a lot of the qualification process relies on, as we've spoke about, obviously, goal difference and scoring more goals. That's a huge part of the esports environment. So it's scoring a lot more is the mentality of probably all of the players. However, having that defensive element to your game can be a huge... what's the phrase? Almost a hidden talent, as we've seen with Tiamat, with the way that he's been able to upset some big guns, and hopefully we get an upset in this match now.
Yeah, so we're just waiting for clarification on the two players who are in this, but it is FC Barcelona versus PSG, and it's Barcelona who have come flying out of the traps here, but it's a good challenge in the end. Forward, but intercepted here and played through towards Suarez. Finds Iniesta, first real chance, and it's a whisker wide of the post, and really should be 1-0 up there. And it is Jonah from Peru with the chance, and Mayageka playing, of course, as the team in yellow, which are Mr. Graham Day. PSG. So really should be 1-0 up, the Peruvian.
Yeah, I mean, the effort on goal was huge. I mean, unlucky that he went over, but before that, the backheel pass that set it up was lovely. As we get another lovely
this
opportunity
time for Mayageka. Lovely. We've seen that a couple of times so far today, especially in the first game. The final cross, not a good one. Is there a reason? Is that a defensive ability, or do you just think it's a wasted chance?
It could be a bit of both. I mean, obviously the players are trying to feel each other out, so using things like that drilled far post cross, if the defender knows how to defend that, then that you're instantly shutting them off from playing that sort of pass. Obviously, most players would have gone for a low drilled pass across the box there, but if you can get that far post pass, catch them off guard, then it's a nice, easy head in. But obviously, the defender was ready for it.
It's a nice open game here in this second live game in the stream, as the ball gets ricochets out for a corner. 10 minutes gone here. Barcelona 0, PSG 0. In towards a danger, headed by Cavani. What a save!
How did he save that?
Plucked it straight out from between his legs, and it's just curled the wrong side of the post. First real chance of the match, and Mayageka should really be in front. Obviously, the first chance was a long-distance shot, but that was the first major chance, headed down by Cavani, but tipped away. Now, a chance here for Mayageka to really assert some authority on this match. Graham, how is he doing it? Is it one touch? Is it wing play? Well, as we're just going to break my own conversation because the chance there for Cavani is wasted. Yeah, Graham, what are you seeing so far?
It doesn't seem to be too much wing play, too much one-touch football. He's been given a lot of space. Look, there's a lot of tracking off the ball from Jonah, should I say. He's kind of giving him the space to kind of build up his tacks. He's trying to cut out the passing lanes, but it's just not working for him. He's giving him a lot of time to move, to pick out the passes. So Mayageka is in the ascendancy, but he's not necessarily having to work too hard to get it.
That's a really sloppy pass out of play, and as the ball does go out of play, we have a brief respite. These two players both really did pretty well last year in the World Finals. Jonah obviously finished third, the man from Peru, and Mayageka definitely got through the group stages. I can't remember.
Pretty sure he finished in the quarters. I think it was Guerrero that actually knocked him.
So if he hadn't have got Guerrero, possibly could have got further in the competition. So this really is a chance to put down a marker of their improvement onto 2018. And so it's a really exciting game to actually watch because, like I said, these two really could go all the way, Graham.
Yeah, for sure. And Jonah looks a much better player when he's in possession of the ball. I mean, just look at the dancing he's doing there on the wing. I mean,
it's a bit like you in the nightclubs.
Not as many shapes being thrown there, but a good effort,
Just had images of Milan but, and a mirror. So the ball gets played out towards Mbappe. Now finds Cavani. Back towards Neymar. Neymar, one-touch football off towards Mbappe again. This is really good pressure here from Mayageka, but he really needs to make it pay. Verratti finds Neymar again. I nearly said Mayageka, but he's the actual man controlling them. It's in towards Mbappe. What a save from Trapp. It's not Trapp because Trapp is for PSG. It's in towards Edison Cavani. Now finds, almost pokes it through towards Di Maria and headed away. A chance to counter. And it's Deulofeu who leads the charge but needs the support. Finds Suarez. So Mayageka on top at the moment, Graham.
I would say so. But when Jonah gets
Curse of
the
the
ball,
commentator. Goal. In towards Suarez. Save by the goalkeeper. Yeah, so, I mean, it's pretty even, but you just say over the first 33 minutes or so, just slightly shading it, Mayageka?
Yeah, I mean, watch this. I mean, obviously, he's got the ball, just as I tried to explain something. But when Mayageka gets the ball, watch how Jonah drifts off. But
It's
this
a
is
mistake
a goal
for the defender. Luis Suarez with a gilt-edge opportunity. Another really promising save there from the goalkeeper.
I genuinely saw nothing but goal written all over that. However, the right foot shot, if he'd have taken that left-footed, he could have curled it around the keeper, but he just drilled it right-footed straight at
What
Trapp.
surprises me about that finish is again, seasoned professional. He's probably had that chance 10 times. He'd score 9. What's happening? We've seen a few missed opportunities so far in the 2 games.
It could be the stat balancing in an offline environment. Perhaps they're counting on Luis Suarez to do the finishing, the AI to take over, rather than thinking, okay, I have to earn this goal, I have to take it myself. Maybe a couple of games we'll see players get used to that. And then we'll be back to business as usual going forward.
So 30 minutes gone here. Barcelona 0, PSG 0. It's Angel Di Maria down the left-hand side. Finds Mbappe. Chance to cross it. Just can't quite get the cross in early enough. Now he does. And it's ricocheted off the shin of Edinson Cavani. Wide of the post. And it's another chance for the Uruguayan.
Ter Stegen had absolutely no chance of getting down for that. But Cavani ricocheted out, as you've mentioned. And the game is still 0-0.
It's one of the most entertaining 0-0s we've seen on the PES League so far. Right across, going back 2 years, we haven't had many 0-0s. As we mentioned, there's been a lot of goals in previous years and this year already. But yeah, 2 minutes remaining in the first half, and it's Iniesta finds Messi, back towards Iniesta again. Now finds Luis Suarez into the area. Good defending again. Been on top so far, the defences, due to a slight lack of finishing as well. It has finished at the end of the first half. Barcelona 0, PSG 0, and again, it's missed opportunities.
Yeah, hugely. And it kind of balanced out as a very even game across the whole half. Obviously, Mayageka started much better, but Jonah brought it back. And when Jonah gets the ball, you can see how dangerous he is. But when he's not got the ball, like now, I tried to make the point again, and he gets the ball back. But when Jonah
just basically, Graham, don't speak, because you always get it wrong. It's Messi.
It's fine, because when I speak, we get drama, we get action. This is what we want.
Luis Suarez. Now we've got 4 screens as the ball drifts wide of the post. I just saw it on the top right-hand side. Was the game we were commentating on, as we're just getting a slight scoreline update. We've got a goal in the game between Liverpool and PSG elsewhere at Anfield. 1-0 to Liverpool.
It looks like O'Neill's 1-0 up
the man
in that
from
game.
The man from the Netherlands. I've not said that. I said it a few times in 2017. As the ball is cleared, we're back on the top right-hand side again, commentating on the game between Jonah and, of course, Mayageka. So it is Barcelona who have possession, but it's given away. Chance for PSG to counter. 51 minutes gone here. Still awaiting the first goal. We are deadlocked at 0-0. Cavani's missed a hatful of chances so far. What do they need to do to get this breakthrough goal?
I think it's just too much pressure on himself for that final ball. This could be it, and it's still not there. What a wonderful save.
But every single shot has been directly at the goalkeeper.
Ter Stegen's not had to work.
Either side of the goalkeeper.
But this one?
It's another chance. A wonderful save down to the left-hand side. Definitely something we've seen changed in the and added to the game this year. The goalkeeping, a wonderful save down. The reaction save. Looking
strong hand, low save.
I mean, it looked like real life there, Graham. As the ball gets played down the left-hand side, in towards Luis Suarez. Chance to get the shot away. Checks back onto the right
this
foot.
Has got to be it,
it's another
not.
Wasted opportunity.
Wow.
The double save again. And with half an hour remaining, we're beginning to question, are we going to get that breakthrough goal? Substitutions are going to be key.
They are. And just as you say that, we hit the 60-minute mark. 5 minutes probably away from seeing the substitutions. If nobody scores in the next couple of minutes, the next time the ball goes out of play, I pretty much guarantee that we will see some sort of formation
even if it's
changes.
Just a formation tweak. They'd love that 60 to 70 minute mark, as again in real football a lot of managers tend to make those changes at that time for that final third of the match. As the ball is down on the right hand flank here, the near
lovely
touch
from
line,
Dani
lovely
Alves.
Skill from the Brazilian, now finds the Italian
And
in
again.
Verratti. Lovely back heel, shot is blocked. Defences have been absolutely impeccable. A few missed opportunities where the ball has been played straight at the goalkeeper. But I've been mightily impressed with the defensive block for both of these players.
How is this game 0-0? I mean, so many absolute clear-cut
We've had last-ditch
chances.
challenges. We've had goalkeeping blocks. We've had poor finishing. We've had it all, apart from, of course, the one main thing we want, and that's goal!
That's a goal!
And we've got it! The pen's gone from the desk. It's a stunning finish. and it's the first goal in the game, and it's come a little bit against the run of play here because it looked at this moment in time that he was actually going to concede, and he's managed to get the ball across, flicked it goalwards. It's gone looping over the top of the goalkeeper into the roof of the net. No chance for the goalkeeper, and PSG take the lead right at the moment where the substitutions were due. It's a stunning finish from Neymar, who's having a wonderful Asia tour so far.
I think we need to comment on the absolute stunning commentary that was built up there. Just as you were saying, the one thing we haven't had was and as you said the word goal, nods it into the back of the net.
So, of course, the goal scored by Mayageka, a wonderful finish at the near post, got that elusive goal, and once again we see those tactical changes around this 70-minute mark. What's he going to do now? How's he going to respond here, Graham?
It's kind of a tricky one. I mean, he definitely needs to switch things up, and he's looking for that wing play. Then he's 2 changes out wide. For Mayageka, he's looking to freshen things up there. He's thinking, okay, if I can keep my wingers with stamina, then I can just see this game out. Whereas Jonah, he's just looking to freshen things up in the middle. He's going full out attack through the middle, which is what he's been doing all the way through the game. But same thing again, repeat of the previous match. The formation with the wide players is getting the results. Obviously, there's only 1 goal in it at this point in time, but Mayageka probably deserves this lead over the course of the game.
We've certainly seen a lot of goals from wide areas so far today, haven't we, Graham?
Yeah, for sure. And it's having the space, especially if you're playing against a formation that's really tight in the midfield. That narrow
lovely footwork from Iniesta. Sorry to interrupt, because we've got another chance whisked across the face. That's not a term.
This is a term. Look at this.
Oh, it's a chance here on the counter. Cavani in acres of space chips it past the goalkeeper, calm and composed, and Jona now knows that probably he's going to be walking away with absolutely nothing from this first game, because Mayageka with another clinical counter-attack there.
Absolutely beautiful play. That scything pass through the midfield. I mean, there were swathes of attacks from the defence.
It was like the parting of the sea when Moses was there. I mean, it was just unreal. I mean, where on earth was the defending there? Mayageka afforded far too much space, chips it past the goalkeeper into the bottom corner, and this game has seen the 2 goals we needed. And it's game over?
You've got to think it's game over at this point in the game. But then again, with that much attacking pressure from the Barcelona team, then
outside of the left boot, absolutely incredible.
I mean, the pass that came from him as well. Neymar, I think it was a half volley, or it was a volley anyway. Either way, a drilled low pass from the ball in the air, which just left Cavani with nothing to do other than put it in the back of the net. Obviously, Ter Stegen stood big, but Cavani was having that all day.
So, Cavani missed a hatful of chances in the first half. He's got his goal of the day. Mayageka leads by 2-0 over Jona from Peru. 10 minutes remaining. Chance here for Iniesta. Chance for a way back into the match. Finds Luis Suarez. Lovely one-touch towards Iniesta. Back towards Suarez, but the pass again was a poor one. Mayageka's defending has been pretty impressive, especially in this second half, as we tick into the final 8 minutes plus stoppage time. All eyes on the 4th official to see how many minutes will be added on as Lionel Messi breaks in, finds the danger area. We've got a goal. What a finish from the edge of the area. Mayageka thought the game was over. Jonah was having absolutely none of it.
You're reading his face. You know inside he's just kind of, yes, that's exactly what he needed. And that's
Sorry, what was that noise?
It was yes.
Okay,
that's what this game needed. I mean, it was drama up until that first goal. The wind was taken out the sails with the second, but the game is back on.
A truly sensational run from Lionel Messi. Plays it across. Luis Suarez dummies back towards the back post. Right foot shot in towards the top right-hand side. Dembele, the goal scorer. Game well and truly on. Grab that ball and restart quick. How many more cliches in this one game? 7 minutes remaining. Graham, it's your turn.
Thank you. I don't think I can follow that. I mean, that was like 4 or 5 cliches in one.
So we've got the 4 screens on display there. The game we're obviously been commentating on is the one in the top right-hand side. They're making a few changes. We're trying to look for the actual
Wow.
scores.
O'Neill was 1-0 up against Tiamat, but it looks like he's 3-1 down
Wow,
now.
what a turnaround from the Frenchman in that game. 1-1 between Liverpool and PSG in the game as well. On the bottom right-hand side of the screen as the ball gets whisked across the face. Goals all around the grounds, Graham.
Yeah, I think this has been an absolutely phenomenal game. Even if this game would have finished 0-0, the quality of the end-to-end play, no one player had a massive advantage. I mean, overall, I'd have said Mayageka is worthy of the lead, but he was only a few inches away from Jonah coming back and taking the game off of him. And that's where we are now. 85 minutes, just one goal in it. And at this point, you kind of have to feel that it could go either way, obviously. Mayageka looks like he's going to see things out with that extra goal, but anything can happen in these last few minutes.
Sergio Busquets finds Rakitic. Is there one last chance for a late, dramatic, equalising goal? It's a chance here on the right-hand side. Twisting, turning, lovely footwork from the Argentinian talisman. Out towards the edge of the area. Still the pressure's on. Real chance here for 2-2. Pulls it back. Rakitic's shot is blocked. Still in the danger area. And Suarez can't get the shot on. Is that the last chance of the match for Jonah to grab an unlikely equaliser? Yes, it is.